Debate that's lighting up Silicon Valley. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Sam Altman all say the days of the smartphone are numbered. But Apple's Tim Cook, he's not having it. Stick around, because later in this video I'll show you jaw-dropping demos of the tech that could replace your phone, and why Apple's betting big that the smartphone is here to stay. Alright, here's the deal. Elon Musk is pushing Neuralink brain chips that could let you text, browse, and control devices with your mind. Bill Gates is backing high-tech electronic tattoos that could track your health, send messages, and maybe even replace your phone. Mark Zuckerberg is betting on AR Glasses Meta's Orion project, so you can do everything your phone does, but hands-free, right in your field of vision. And Sam Altman, along with Joni Ive, is working on an AI wearable that could put ChatGPT smarts right on your wrist or finger. Let's roll the tape.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
Neuralink wants to connect our brains.
Gates, you've been on this tech rocket ship for quite some time, in the 70s and 80s.
Honestly, the models are now so smart that for most of the things most people want to do, they're good enough. I hope that'll change over time because people will raise their expectations. But like if you're kind of used...
This is Orion. It is a completely new kind of display architecture with these tiny projectors and the arms of the glasses that shoot light into waveguides that have nanoscale 3D structures etched into the lenses so they can diffract light and put holograms at different depths and sizes into the world in front of you.
But here's the twist: Tim Cook isn't buying it. At Apple's latest event, he doubled down on the iPhone, promising years of innovation ahead. Cook says the smartphone is still at the center of our digital lives. The tech world is split. Will we ditch our phones for brain chips, smart tattoos, and AR glasses? Or is the smartphone here to stay?
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Habakkuk. I would also like to give a double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone that do rule well, that have taught me this truth. And I would also like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect, unto the scattered elect, that are scattered through the four winds of the earth, the men that are prophesying and laboring in this truth and in this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. The death of the smartphone. All right, are we at the point of where we're not going to have any smartphones anymore? Well, Esau apparently thinks so, where they're presenting this new technology, which they're going to push as innovative. It's going to be, the next big thing that, everyone wants, everyone's going to need, and they're going to make it, they're making technology as a whole a part of your everyday life. All right, they mentioned, of course, the Neuralink Elon Musk is pushing. All right, they mentioned these smart tattoos where probably a chip that goes in you somewhere. And Zuckerberg had mentioned the Orion glasses. All right, so this is all this wearable tech that they're presenting to you, wearable implantable tech that they're presenting to you to warm you up, to get you comfortable with the idea of having these devices, to ultimately it'll be a no-brainer for you to take that MOTB. And these are all Satan's devices, okay? And these are all, everything is set up. Everything is set up, and the Lord is setting the stage for people to receive this MOTB. All right, the Lord pretty much got it, everyone besides the elect in the trick bag, that they're going to receive this man's mark. All right, and ultimately that's going to justify the Lord destroying their ass. 2/3 of our people mainly. All right, and all these so-called tech giants were at Trump's inauguration. Of course, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman. All right, that's just a few of them. But everyone that is involved in this new technology that they're going to bring forth, and eventually going to be made mandatory. All right, are all in the midst. Okay, it's not a coincidence. Okay, and this is Esau's end game. That's what their ultimate agenda is to do. All right, like the smartphone. The smartphone. Everyone, I did a ChatGPT search. It says 97% of Americans own smartphones. Okay, so the smartphone is nothing more than a stepping stone to get you to this technology, because they had the brick phone, and they had the little Nokia phones, flip phones, Sidekick, the two-way, the three-way. They had all this technology. Then the iPhone and Samsung, and he had all these different forms of smartphones to bring you to this point. Okay, and everyone's used to a smart. Everyone was used to a certain type of phone until the next one came. All right, and this is that next form of smartphone, this implantable technology. Okay, and just last week, Robert, what was his name? Robert Kennedy Jr. He was in Congress or the Senate or whatever, and he said that in 4 years, he wants to have everyone have a wearable technology, and he played it like it was for health benefits and checking these levels and checking these levels. No, this is where Esau wants to move things, because Esau has a God complex where he thinks he is the Most High. The Most High has given the rulership of he's currently ruling right now. The Most High has allowed him to rule in wickedness to get to that point where he thinks he's a god, that he can't, all the wickedness that he's done, and he hasn't been judged for it. He must be doing something right. He really thinks that the Most High is dealing with him. Let me grab this Daniel 4:17. This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of man. So the Most High is he rules in the kingdom of men. All right, and he says he's giving it to whoever he wants. And in this current season, all right, this short season we're in, the rulership is under Esau. All right, so and they're trying to do everything they can to they're really trying to Yahawashi the Most High to get the birthright back, to try to, if all possible, they could deceive the very elect, all right, to make them receive that MOTB, all right, but we know that's not going to happen, all right. So let me I want to start off really with 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, because I said this devil has this God complex, and this MOTB, this wearable technology, all these devices that Esau is bringing forth, they're going to eventually help him achieve this. Okay, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except they're coming falling away first, and that was the Israelites falling away. Okay, well, going off as a nation, the Lord punishing us with these several captivities, and ultimately this last captivity we're in right now, Babylon, America. And that no man, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And we're in that time of Esau being revealed by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth, his prophets. Okay, well, he's being revealed in all types of ways. His history, his future plans are being revealed. Everything's being revealed about this man. Verse 4, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what he's going to do. That's what he wants to do with this technology, where he can know what you're thinking, know what you're doing, know your every whereabouts. He could put thoughts into your head, like the scripture says, the Most High sealeth the man's instruction. Esau wants to seal your instructions with his instructions, not the Most High instructions. He wants to really just take your spirit, all right? And that's what that's what those that receive that mark, that's what you're doing. You're giving your spirit, okay, to Esau. You're making Esau ruler over you, not Yahawah Yahawashi. All right, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. All right, so the Most High is letting them get away with all this shit until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, this is a form of pseudo power that Esau is presenting through these different brain chips. What was it? The wearable tattoo, these glasses. Even though the glasses aren't, the actual chip, but it's something to bring you closer to receiving it. All right, they're gonna have glasses. They got the whatever the Facebook glasses, Orion glasses, whatever they may be. But eventually, they may present a chip that ties to those glasses to to unlock something further. All right, and they're going to use commercials. They're going to push it heavy on social media. They're going to use these celebrities to push this MOTB. All right, that's why they don't. They're going to use the Taylor Swifts and all these the Kim Kardashians, all these popular people in the world that Jake follows, that Jake listens to. All right. Let me continue to read. With all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, and they might be saved. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. That's a strong delusion. The Lord said, "I will choose your delusions." Okay. In the book of Isaiah, I believe 66, 65. All right, the Lord's going to choose your delusions. All right, He's going to send you. He's going to send 2/3 of our people strong delusions. Okay, that this man Esau can't be touched. That this man Esau is God. All right, and that's what they're doing right now with this technology. Okay, and it's only a matter of time where Esau turns up the heat. To make you choose. All right, and then that's that hour of temptation where everyone's going to have a choice. Everyone's going to have their own hour of temptation. It ain't going to be like our hour of temptation where we go through like nah. Or everyone's going to have to go through that straight gate, that hour of temptation. All right. I'm going to grab this in the book of Job 20, and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he's going to be. In the fullness of his sufficiency is when he's about to receive. Well, what's going the next verse is going to say when he's about to feel like he's going to accomplish this new world order. All right. And when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. When he's about to fill his belly. Okay. When he thinks that he's about to cross that threshold, he's about to pass that finish line, that's when the Most High is going to that's when the Most High is going to begin to judge this devil. Okay. Let me see. I kind of quoted. I'll get it anyway. Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices, and we know that all this bullshit, this Neuralink shit, the glasses, the tattoo, these are all part of Satan's devices. All right, and they're going to use different devices to tie you to this system, to this technology. Okay, and the main thing you're going to have to do, all right, these are just additives. Okay, eventually people are going to reject this. All right, but you can't reject buying and selling. You can, okay, if you lean and depend on Yahawashi, but 2/3 of our people, they're still stuck in this world. They still got, majority of them got 2 feet in the world. They're not even trying to come over into the truth and see what this truth is about, because it's too much responsibility. All right, you got to stop doing this and stop doing this. Niggas don't want to do that. That's why the Lord got to destroy them. That's why the Lord that's the only remedy. Okay, because niggas will see this like, nah, that's off, man. I heard about that, but and then when they come with that mark, they say, yeah, you need this to buy and sell. You can't go to work. You can't pay this. You can't do this. Niggas gonna be like, man, I heard it really ain't the mark of the beast, man. So you can get it. That's what they're gonna do. All right, that's the Jake is not spiritual. That's the logic that Jake has. All right. Let me grab this real quick. I had wrote this down. Proverbs 29 and 18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Jake really doesn't have no vision because the Most High has closed their eyes. All right, and Jake's vision is they have the same vision as Esau. Okay, they're seeing as Esau seeing. Everything that they see, they're seeing as the devil sees, and this devil is not for you. This devil is wants to destroy you, Jakes. All right, through all means. All right, and Esau's going to attack every demographic with this MOTB technology. Okay, if you like to, go to the gym. All right, you need an MOTB to get in the gym. you don't need that chip to get in the gym. If you like to go watch, basketball games, or you like to, whatever your vice is in this world, whatever is whatever you enjoy. All right, Esau is going to tie to this MOTB. All right. Let me grab this in Proverbs 16 and verse 29. It says, "And the violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into a way that is not good." Okay, we know what that violent man is. Okay, Esau. He's gonna lead. He's always led you Israelites down a fucking path of destruction, man. All right, and this is nothing. Everything's the same, but it's going to be heightened. Okay, because it's going to be very enticing. It's going to be very, it's going to be, yeah, like I said, enticing. It's like, damn, that looks fun. This guy got a brain chip and he can remember things when he was 2 years old now. Esau is tapping into that. Esau wants to control your memory. All right, store your memory on a central grid. Okay, Jake going like, oh, this guy, he learned French, he learned this language, he learned through the brain chip, and that's going to entice Jake to do it. All right, Jake is even going to have family members that may be blind, maybe deaf, and they're going to going to be Jakes that going to receive this technology through those means. Like, I always wanted to, I lost my hearing, and Esau's, you got to just know this devil is he's cunning. Okay, he's going to find all type of ways to get the people to receive and take this MOTB before he has to get his hands dirty. When it's time for the Esau to get his hands dirty, he's going to, if you don't want to take it, he's going to kill you. All right? Yeah, you don't want to take it, guillotine. Okay? And we're going to get to that point. Before we get to that point, Esau's going to, he's going to give it to you. He's going to present it to you. Okay? He's going to present it to you on a silver platter. All right? And give you so many options. Okay? Let me grab 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And everything in this world is wicked. Okay? And a lot of our people, they love this world. They love this current world. They love this current captivity that we're living in. Okay? They don't see an issue with it. Okay? They don't see an issue with Esau trying to put this wearable technology in you. They don't have no faults with it. All right? This guy want to put, where is that? He want to put Chat GPT. This is the glasses. He want to put a Chat GPT wearable on you. Okay? And they said at the end of this, they said, oh, well, the smart, with the guy, what is the guy? The Tim Cook guy, the Apple guy. He said, oh, the smartphone not going nowhere. It might not go nowhere, but you better believe that Apple's going to come out with some type of brain chip. Apple's going to come out with some type of chip that connects, an implantable chip that connects to your smartphone. Okay? Smartphone is nothing but another device that Esau is using to trap you niggas, man. You can see it already when back I don't know something about now, but back in the day when the new iPhone come out, niggas would be over there fighting over it. Niggas be standing in line, camping out for a goddamn phone. Niggas used to do that for TVs and all kind of material shit for on Black Friday. All right, so it's gonna come a time where Jake is so in love with this world they're not gonna be able to let it go. All right. It's this verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. The lust of the flesh, you wanting things. All right. You got to separate your wants from your needs. All right. If you don't need it, hey, the hell with it, because it's another vice that's going to tie you into this world. The lust of the eyes. All right. Jake, they see things and they want it. All right. Jake still want to, be on some type of level and floss. Okay. The pride of life. All right. And our people are very prideful. Okay. They think that, just because shit ain't happening, everything is status quo. Everything is, they have that normalcy bias spirit where they think that nothing's going to happen. Nothing can never happen to America. We're safe over here. The only ones that are safe are those that are in that secret place of the Most High. And that starts with being in this truth. Okay? Let me get the main script, which ties everything, what ties all this into. Okay, Esau's end game, the mark of the beast. It's Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, that image is this new system that they're bringing. All right, of course the beast is the Roman Empire, but this beast is the Roman Empire reincarnated into this new beast where it's democracy, LGBT, digital currency. Okay, one world government, one world health. All these things tie into that image. And it said those that did not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, there's going to be those martyrs. There's going to be those that are killed for not actually bowing down, but it also those that are going to be cut off. You're going to be cut off from the system if you don't take this man's mark. All right, you won't be able to go buy food. You won't be able to pay your rent or pay your mortgage. Therefore, some people may be homeless because they refuse this system, like they showed you in Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone, where you have people living in the sewer, living under the earth, living under the street, excuse me, because they refuse to get down with the system. All right, verse 16, and he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You won't be able to buy and sell. That's the main thing that this mark is going to be used for, buying and selling. But it does have its other uses. But that's the main thing that Esau is going to use it for. Okay? And Esau's, they're not hiding their plans anymore. They're boasting their plans. They're saying that, this is going to happen. They're, like people like to say, they're speaking it into existence. It was spoken already by the prophets over 2,000 years ago. Okay, John the Revelator saw this vision. Okay, and the Most High is the one that's actually making it come to fruition, because the Most High wants this mark of the beast to be made mandatory. All right, that's the Most High's mark. Okay, because you got the mark of the beast and you got the mark, the Yahawah, the mark of exemption. Okay, and this is the ultimate test. You say you love the Lord. You say you down for the Lord. Oh, hey, this is the test right here. The Most High is going to put you to the test, and those that in his elect, he's going to keep from that hour of temptation. Okay, he's going to put the spirit on them to not receive that mark of the beast, whatever the situation is. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's the whole world. It's going to be faced with that hour of temptation. So, all right. So you got to be you have to have a spirit to when you see this type of shit, you know what it's about. You know the end game and where this ends up. So, hey, you got a cell phone, just stick with your cell phone until, they try to merge your cell phone. You can't use your cell phone without this implantable technology. Okay, they do with these iPhones. They say, well, what was it, the 4G? They say, well, if you don't got this, if you got this type of phone, it's not going to be able to get internet up to, starting on this date. They're going to do that. You can have the newest iPhone right now. They're going to make that motherfucker obsolete, whereas it ain't going to be no good to you. Okay? So, I just want to, hit a few points on this. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. And I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakwadash. Till next time, Shalom.